Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praise unto Yahweh Shimi Al Shai, Wahara Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone. Honor to your brothers to be pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. So this is going to be a relatively short video. I'm going to call this something to the effect of mass confusion. Okay, where do we draw the line? Something like that. Okay, because pretty much, everybody knew that this thing was gonna come at some point, and this is basically the world realizing this whole LGBT movement is kind of crazy. Okay, and there's gray areas there that Esau really wasn't expecting a lot of people to come to terms with. That is to say, you got the so-called Me Too movement and this, that, and the third. Well, hold on a minute. You got these transgender men that turn into women now that are excelling, right, in female fields. All right. So in this instance, you got athletics, but the person that came second or whatever the person that lost, right, they basically lost to a man, all right, or a man that had turned into a woman. Okay. So what's happening is now all of these so-called facets and all of these so-called sections that Esau created, now they're coming to a collision course, okay, in this mass confusion that Esau has created. Like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I'm just going to read it and I'm going to make a few statements, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, and show you that, this man's going to be taking in his own devices, man. Okay, a lot of people are going to come to the realization that this whole setup is chaotic and it was by design, just by the mere thing of what? Just by the mere thing of how much confusion it brings across. Okay, so let's go into here. I want to pull up a precept within the book of Job, the 20th chapter, and work with that. So the book of Job, the 20th chapter, and I'll start from bear with me. Sorry. Let me. That's not the one I wanted. In his own devices, and then if I search that out, I should get the right precept that I'm looking for, because a lot of these, like I said, a lot of these things they was put out there. Okay. No, that's not the one I want. Okay. But I suppose I could use one of these precepts there within the book of Job, but I forget the exact one I'm looking for. I'll use this one, but there's a precept there where basically that Esau set up certain traps for the weak-minded out there, okay, the common people out there, and what's happened is you got a lot of these Esau created, okay, or Edomite created government sectors or whatever you want to call it that are coming to a head because the whole thing doesn't make sense. It's not natural. Okay, it's not natural to go into a working environment and take instructions from a woman. Okay, but then here it is. You got it to where what they push that. All right, with this equality thing, on this equal pay thing. And then when you have it to where you have a so-called LGBT individual, okay, basically fill that role, all of a sudden it's like, hold on a minute, well, that's not fair. But that's because the whole thing wasn't supposed to be like that from the foundations of the earth, man. Okay, that's confusion. All right, that's why this place is known as Babylon. All of this ain't supposed to happen, and the Most High set a particular order out there, that being Yahushua being the top of the church, the man being the next person, and then the woman, and then the children underneath them. Okay, so let me read this scripture, the book of Job 20 and 22. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency shall he be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall be upon him. So when he's about to, it says here, when he's about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast his wrath upon him, and he shall rain it down upon him whilst he is eating. So, I mean, that really goes into the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. But I suppose it comes in here too, because in the fullness of, okay, basically when he's about to, complete mass confusion on all of these people, there was going to be gray areas that that weren't really well thought about. Okay, and that's gonna be an easy place for the men of the Lord to say, well, look at that. Like for this, for instance, well, look at this. All right, you speak to this the woman that said not fair. She would have told you all about equality and women's rights and this, that, and the third, and she would have been okay with this LGBT thing right up until the point where what? That she's competing against a man that's converting into being a woman. Now tell me that ain't crazy, okay? It says world cycling bronze medalist criticizes transgender athletes' victory. It says U.S. rider Jennifer. But wait, hold on a minute. I thought we was all equal. I thought we was all equal. All right. It says U.S. rider Jennifer Wango, who finished third at the UCI Masters Track Cycling World Championships, has expressed the fury that the race was won by a Canadian transgender woman, Rachel McKinnon. All right. It says McKinnon, who was born a male, dominated the women's 35 to 44 age bracket of the Los Angeles. I mean, look at how crazy this bullshit is, man. Okay, and when you look at, and I'm assuming the woman is, let me see where it says the first transgender woman to win. I mean, how crazy is this, man? This is crazy, man. I'm assuming is the chick in the middle, you know, because she basically built like a that look like it's built like a man. Even if it isn't her, that looks like a man. Okay, so so let's carry on reading this. And this is why we call this place Babylon, because it's just mass confusion. Okay, who was born a male, dominated the 35 to 44 age bracket at the weekend, setting off a debate over eligibility to compete against female rivals. That's just confusion, man. Okay, the first transgender woman ever to win, first transgender world champion, whatever, right? And it says a Canadian wrote on Twitter whilst also sharing her picture standing on the podium with two medalists. So this dude couldn't win amongst men, so he took. I'm not gonna make that joke. It says along with the praise that flooded into McKennon's account, her victory was met with stinging criticism as many fans incited that she had an unfair advantage. But what happened to all of that confusion? I mean, what happened to all of that equality? Okay, you got this thing of men and women thinking they're equal and whatever. Well, you know, that's all of this chaos that Esau's bringing forth, man. Okay, let me read this quick precept here within the book of Isaiah, the 47th chapter. I'll start from the 3rd verse. It says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered," and that really starts with the prophets of the Lord, okay, and bringing this word out. But also too, you know, people are beginning to realize that this is a bit crazy what's happening out here, man. And you find a lot of people on YouTube, okay, women, they're like, look, man, we're against feminism, we're against transgenderism, okay, we're against all of that LGBT. You're finding even women on the screen saying that. Now, most of these women are bugged out in one shape, way, or form, but you know, people are coming to their senses now. Okay, that's why the scripture basically says that, and I forget the precept. Okay, he's gonna put out a trap out there for people to fall into these categories or whatever. And that's a good word, because categories goes into that word accuser, and the scripture says that what? The Esau is the accuser of our brethren. It says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I'll take vengeance, I will not meet thee as a man." Let me read one more. I mean, these are not the best scripture for this topic, but I'm just going on the fly here. Let me get one more precept. There's another point in here that's decent enough to get. Okay, because pretty much people are seeing, you know, they're seeing this, man. Okay, I suppose that's the one anyway. Okay, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, thy shame shall be seen. I'll take vengeance, I will not meet thee as a man. Okay, so the dirt of basically, because this comes from America, the dirt on it is gonna be seen, because a lot of stuff is gonna stop making sense. All right, you know, some of these things sound sweet to hear when it's first introduced, but when you really look at the nitty gritties of it, it don't make no sense, man. Okay, I mean, anyways, that's the video. Lord's will, I'll get some more precept based videos during the week. I'll start with that for this week. But I'm going to say a praise unto Yahweh, Shemi Ashai, Wara, Krakadash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, on the true brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.